This part is the battery, and this was registered to me in 2017. Bought in Hong Kong. I had to send them a receipt. This one is the QR code. I'm still trying to figure out what this motor is for. It's for some kind of automated door, or the lenses, like that. This one is for the lens snapping, and then this one goes or alright, so this is probably one of the most interesting design. Am I gonna keep this? No, I don't keep other people's parts. I keep possibly the QR code if I have to contact anybody. Or I'll just go with the CAD. There's a software named the Autodesk. Alright, finally, the speaker is almost the same as the transformer. If there might be any sounds, chick chop, beep, or chick chop, for the cameras. You asked me, what's up with your hands, you know? Are you gonna get a cut? No, maybe some tiny cuts. Alright, it's copper. Copper is rust. So if anything, skin reaction is rust reaction. Rust reaction, all you need is vodka, smurf off, and it comes the Gonzillas, right? Alright. So if there might be any rust skin reaction, you use vodka and air sealant, wrap it, and let it regrow on your hand. Okay, next. How does the video processor work? The smallest one. Each of the wire is one color of your display or cover. So for example, this many lines for visual display is red, pink, purple, blue, light blue, pastel blue, green, turquoise, light green, neon green. Neon is a shield, or neon is in the middle, neutral. Alright, so this is how video processor work, and this is the LCD. Today's date is the 4th. And finally, the unique factor with the SD card. First of all, it is the best way if you have a tabletop with a line like this. Alright? And you have it measured, and each picture, if you ever, whoops, you have a photo and you know how it works. This is an SD card, traditional SD card. It can fit one of the nano SD card inside and use at the same time simultaneously. This is the battery on top, so this is already 2 layers. That's quantum already. Quantum is 4 layers. And right here, so recently I had to deal with counterfeit money, and counterfeit money is not quantum technology, but it's quantum theory. When you look at paper like this from afar away, how many layers is that, or how many job is it? So is it 1 layer or is it 4 layer? Alright. So right here there was a spring. Doing, doing. So when you put on an SD card, is doing, and it doings back. Alright. So this one fell out already. The spring is doing, doing, is doing, doing, this part right here. Alright. The 2 O's right here. Alright, so the card goes in. It goes in here. Chick chop. And when it comes out, it's doing, Alright, comes out. This is how Sony is, okay? This is a Sony T5, and this is technology from 1990s. It's already 2019. If you ask how compact these are, okay? The battery goes here like a sausage and comes out like this. Remember, always wear gloves, but kind of like the king of buying gadgets, affordable for newer, bigger conventions, me. And you have to understand these are just copper wires, and if anything, you already wet it, and the batteries will not, burn on your hands. So right here is a more what they call a tatami kind of design. Tatami is when you have a room of Japanese, there is no mattress, no tables, and everyone sleeps on the floor. It's kind of cutesy. And right here is possibly each person remember all the designs they learn in class, and the whole class or the whole dorm works to have something like this, a pocket camera. But what happens is this right here, there's a model home, okay? The model home is kind of the enclosure or the LCD, right? And then right here is where the boys or the girls separated, designers. So this is how the Japanese technology might be a charm for many people, while there are a bigger version of mastery. Okay? One more crash course, okay? With the LCD, there are the plugs. Each line of these copper wire. This is micro wires, and there's microscopic wires. This is not the thinnest yet. Okay? So there is red, green, blue, and neon layer, and all these other for the LCDs. And if you look at the flashlight, how strong is this one bulb? Is it solid, or is it double layer? Is it fused? Is it they say usu, or is there a layer on this? This one is how many battery output into one bulb at the same time it can be. So for example, if there is a timer clock, 15, okay, or 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, okay? And this can be one of the lights. So the luminous or the luminar is approximately only at the hundreds. So each one of these is probably 10. Explaining the LCD bulbs, okay? This is a prism study or lighting angle study. One little speck of light channeled by a dome times the multiplication of 7, 10, 70 bulbs. And the lighting is more like a reflector, and you see the lights? It is a magnetically connected multiplied volume of lights. So I broke one. Once again, this is a battery, and the detonator or the plug-in unit was this one. You soak it into the water, you drain out the battery, and sometimes it can still perform. This one takes 6 of these tube-shaped batteries. Some of them go by the mAh, some of them go by the rechargeable. It can easily change within one political region, the nickname for these batteries. So I just call them tube-shaped battery, not AA, not AAA, not the 3D or some shit. Excuse me. And right here, it's just tube-shaped batteries. It's powerful. Yeah. Next one is a car cam. This is a generic brand. I don't mess with these. Whenever I see copper battery, not standard size, I might cut the wires. I might just toss it in the water first. Next one is executive fingerprints management for turning on the computer. It did not work because the software or the driver or my computer was remotely having one of the ports turned off. And basically this one is a LCD glowing, shining on this layer, reflected by 90-degree angle, and reads your fingerprints and how healthy you are. So this one can read blood. Some people say, hey, let's use a rubber. No, rubber won't work for these. Alright, it'll read your blood flow and what kind of weather condition you're in. Alright, really fast, I have to disassemble some of the pieces that people try to plug into other computers. And this is probably the most expensive part of the projector. By this one plug, and electricity signals is able to process for the entire projector lens. This is the lens unit. If you look at it from here, the curved glass is how it projects video footage onto the front lens, and this is here. Why is there a bubble inside the glass? It is an amplifying graphic lens. The real projection that decides the frame per second is this one. And all the way it has these frame per second processing cards and units. So this part is basically the monitor, HDMI, before HDMI. And last and not least, after you disconnect the battery, it is officially a dead machine. These kind of batteries and the smaller scaled brown and silver, or possibly the Magic 3R3 size, can be powering a Timex. This one is a processing chip, and with this you know where the office is, or you can locate the office or convention center hall, and you will one time shaking hands with the customers. These are the special connecting joints, and enclosure is the plastic part. This is called a plug. You can touch these, but if you know the battery is taken out, it's okay. This is the battery once again, and the label is Rubicon, 330 volts and 180 Julius. So you either go by 330 or 180. And this is a connector. How heavy it is how powerful it is. Nobody opens this at the newest condition. It's usually a CE certified team for the court files somewhere in Europe. It's usually a printed very thin sheet of paper in court for the patent, and the rest is just this. Describing this unit is a component crossover. This is another battery part, not this one. This is for a projector. So back to this. Once again, the most intriguing or the most interesting might be this motor. Or it's a rewinder, or it's just, and that's why I pointed out to this part in the other video was this part. So we don't know how they snap pictures. It might be alright. Oh, this is for the hand clicking button. Plunk. And then the sound on the digital camera. Or quiet. Okay? It's all here. Which part is the speaker? It might be very small. Sound is probably these. These are the sounds. Okay? It's so small in there. There is the north and south. Alright? And these are once again is crossings. And whenever cable touches, there might be grounding. Or flirting with each other. Two teams. I'm just kidding. So the lens, excuse me, I'm not very into the lenses. But these are basically fluorescent glass, if it's blue, for sunlight, natural light. If you ask me on the other lenses, I'm not into lenses, meaning, you know, the prices of the lenses, because it's so much miniature sizes. It is more a collector item. And once again is this part. This is a projector, another component. You can hook up the camera with the, so this was a camera, and you can connect it with the projector to shine the light on the wall. Projection, visual. This is the lens. You see a curved glass. So this amplifies and channel out bigger pictures. Amplify means sound too. Okay? And you can take this part out. Talking and speaking on is the side walls of these LCD light panels. So this is considered a panel. I broke one because I forgot. Alright, so this is a magnetic cover So there's a magnet here, 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 here. This is a flashlight or the blinker flashlight for camera on top of this one. But it's not originally by Canon. This is the Canon I have bought. It has a serial number in 2017. It's only 2 years ago, but it's an entry class model, and I can get some better ones. And this is a multiplication of 7 and 10. I had spoke on the last video. Remember, this is magnetic covers. Okay, and the way to open was like this. It's not supposed to use magnet on photography, so remember that. So this was not a good choice.